welcome to the Skyrim tutorial of the Destiny porting process. We're going to start it off with pretty something simple. If you've downloaded the base SSE bodies zip that I've sent in the description, you'll notice that when you've downloaded it and pulled it up in Blender, you get some pink textures going on. So to fix that, we're going to go to File, External Data, Find Missing Files, and it'll open up the path from where we've had the blend opened up. So we're just going to hit Find Missing Files. Should get a few warnings. You can ignore that. All we really need is to have these textures right here applied, which they have. And you'll notice there is an armature, or a skeleton, whatever you want to call it, in the file. That's going to come very useful. So what I will not be covering, based off the fact that I've already done it in a previous video for the Fallout 4 version, which you can find the first 3 videos will cover the actual ripping process of an armor of your choice. I'm not going to cover over that since we've done that in the previous video. It's going to take too much time to do it again. So we're going to be working on the 2020 Solstice Titan armor in this case. But I need to inject the armor into this blend here. So I'm going to go to File, Append, and I'm going to find the blend in question, which is going to be this one. I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to append everything all at once. Should take a few seconds to load up the materials, which it just has. So everything is as it should be, but I need to scale and rotate. So we're going to press R and Z and 180. Then R and X, 90 after that, and then S and 7. So we got a pretty good pose from there, but it's not quite done. I need to go to the skeleton that was in the blend already. I need to hit Control Tab. I need to press A to highlight everything, then Control C. Go to the new armature. Control Tab again, highlight everything, Control V. Then I can get rid of the old one, and I need to crack open this armature and check a few things off. So I need to close the mark, the helm, and the shoulders. And then need to make sure that the feet are lined up properly, which they have. And I'm gonna press R and X one more time. I'm gonna bring it just about here. Ideally, you want the shoulders and the neck to match up, so I need to enlarge a little bit. So I'm gonna press S till right about here. So generally the fingers look pretty decently as far as things go, so we can call that a success. Now when you've one second, and we're not doing female because we're not doing female because I'm using CBBE for posing purposes, because the clothing with Skyrim, unlike Fallout 4, does not include underwear, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to try it and model it out. So, you'll notice, unlike with the Fallout 4 video, I have certain things separated by metal and cloth things, or cloth forms. So, the reason why, if you give me 1 second. Oh. Okay, here we go. So the way that Skyrim handles certain aspects as far as, for instance, the metal, is through these cube maps right here. So if I go to the shoulder, you'll see this bronze cube map right here, which is what you're going to see on Dwarven armor or architecture. And for clothing, I tend to use simple gray. So, oop, I must have screwed up on that. No big deal. So basically, when light shines on it, it'll give the reflective edge, or in the case of, say, like the Nightingale armor, it might shine a little bit in certain areas, but that's usually up to your discretion. So I've segmented the armor bit by bit to compensate for that. So like for the cloth, it's going to be separate because it's going to use a different cube map. For this, it's going to use a different cube map. Probably should have done that with the decorations on the shoulders, but I'm lazy. We're already to this point, so I'm just not going to bother. So it seems like we've got everything that we need as far as posing goes. So we're going to skip right on ahead to the exportation process and get started. So I'm just going to go to File, Export, Object. You can have it as placeholder. You can leave it as that. I tend to stick with a simple, memorable one, so I don't have to remember which one it is. Just Shax, problem solved. And next, we go to Outfit Studio.